In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to crop an image in Inkscape quickly and cleanly. If you've ever imported an image in Inkscape and wanted to remove the extra edges or focus on just one part of the image, cropping is the easiest way to do that. The good news is that Inkscape makes this really simple once you know the trick, and you can do it in just a few clicks using a feature called clipping. I'll walk you through the full process step by step so you can follow along even if you're completely new to Inkscape. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to crop any image and even resize your canvas to perfectly match the cropped area. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more simple software tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump right into it. First, open Inkscape on your computer and start by importing the image you want to crop. To do this, go to the top menu and click File, then click Import. Now browse to the image on your computer, select it, and click Open. Your image will appear on the canvas. You can click and drag it to position it anywhere you like. If the image looks very large or very small, don't worry because that won't affect the cropping process. The important thing is simply getting the image onto the canvas so we can define the area we want to keep. Now that the image is imported, the next step is to create the shape that will define the crop area. The fastest way to do this is by using the rectangle tool. On your keyboard, press the R key. This instantly activates the rectangle tool in Inkscape. Now click and drag on the canvas to draw a rectangle over the part of the image that you want to keep. Think of this rectangle as the crop box. Everything inside the rectangle will remain visible, and everything outside it will be hidden. Take a moment to position and resize the rectangle so it perfectly covers the area you want. You can adjust the size by dragging the handles on the rectangle until it fits exactly where you want your crop to be. Once the rectangle is positioned correctly, the next step is to select both the rectangle and the image together. This part is important because Inkscape needs to know which object will act as the clipping shape and which object will be clipped. To select both objects, click on the rectangle first, then hold the Shift key on your keyboard and click the image. Now both the rectangle and the image should be selected at the same time. You'll see selection handles around them confirming they are both active. With both objects selected, go to the top menu and click Object. In the drop-down menu, hover over Clip and then click Set. The moment you click Set, Inkscape will apply the clip and your image will instantly be cropped to the exact shape of the rectangle. Everything outside the rectangle disappears, leaving you with only the area you wanted to keep. This is the main technique used for cropping images in Inkscape, and it works with rectangles, circles, or even custom shapes. Now there's one extra step that many people miss. Even though the image looks cropped, your canvas might still be larger than the cropped artwork. If you want the page to perfectly fit the cropped image, there's a quick fix for that. Press Ctrl-Shift-D on your keyboard to open the Document Properties panel. Inside this panel, look for the option called Resize Page to Content. Click that button, and Inkscape will automatically shrink the canvas so it fits perfectly around your cropped image. This gives you a clean final result with extra empty space around the edges. And that's it. That's the easiest way to crop an image in Inkscape using clipping. Just import your image, press R to draw a rectangle over the area you want to keep, select both the rectangle and the image, then go to Object, Clip, and choose Set. Finally, if needed, resize the page to the content so your canvas matches the crop. If this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more quick and easy Inkscape tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.